Hi guys, so it's that time of year again when the kids are going back to school, and me and Tesco wanted to be useful to you guys and help you get more of the good stuff into some kids' meals. So I have some brilliant hints and tips that are going to arm you with some brilliant lunches, dinners, and even packed lunches. Let's do this. This is my leftover veggie samosa. Take a little bit of your leftover veg, tear it up with your clean hands, just really mash it up. There are so many recipes for samosa. Often it's spiced. For me, with my kids, I'm not gonna give them anything really spicy. We're gonna keep it nice and mild. And for that, a great little trick is using some really good quality mango chutney. That really turns your everyday leftover vegetables into something a little bit more exciting. If you wanted to add a little bit of frozen peas, you can. So when it comes to stuffing the pastry, phyllo pastry is what I'm using. You can get it in the supermarket. When you're using it, always keep it on and wrapped in that wet cloth. And then one sheet at a time, I'll take this out. So what I want to do to brush this pastry is use a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of vinegar mixed up. This is going to rehydrate the pastry, cut it in half. So you want a nice big spoon of this mix, about 80 grams, and then that counts as one of your 5 fruit and veg a day, which is fantastic. Mold it with your fingers in roughly triangle. Take that corner, fold it over, flop it over again, and then flop it over again like that. And then you've got a really simple little samosa. So on this one, I'm gonna change up the shape and do it more like a sausage shape. Super easy. So now just brush this on top to make it go golden and delicious. You could freeze this right now. If you want to cook it now, 180 degrees Celsius for about 25 minutes until golden and delicious. Okay, so they've had 25 minutes, but look, crispy, golden. If you let these cool down, they're fantastic in a picnic or a lunchbox. There you go. From a plate of leftover roasted veggies to a beautiful plate of crispy samosas. Let's have a try. So my next tip is super quick. It's a beautiful rainbow wrap. So get yourself a nice tortilla wrap. If you want to get the nutrition up and the flavor, go for the seeded ones. Any veggies or even fruit that you've got in the fridge that are nice and crunchy, go for it. I have a carrot here, just long strokes on a box grater like this. Get some apple in there as well, beetroots, white cabbage. You could use red cabbage or even Savoy cabbage if you want. And look at the colors there. I love adding parsley, basil, or mint, depending on what your kids like. I just put it in there. I don't give them the choice. So now I want to dress it. You can use just a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of vinegar. But if you want to make it even more nutritious, yogurt, a little bit of mustard, salt, pepper, and a little bit of vinegar. Just dress it up and then go straight into the middle. Look at that. Finish this off with a little bit of feta cheese. And there you go. Super simple, super nutritious. Let's wrap it up. Take a little bit of greaseproof paper, pull in the sides like that, and roll it up. And we'll wrap it in the paper. Now, twist the opposite direction, and there you get a lovely rainbow wrap. And my kids absolutely love this. Now it's time for my final tip, and you're gonna love this one. It's about pizza. How to make it more nutritious and actually make a base really quickly. Now take our tin of tomatoes, put it into a liquidizer, and then if you ever have any leftover vegetables from a Sunday roast, get that in there, put a little bit of basil in there, whiz it up, and you're gonna get a really nice vegetable tomato sauce. Okay, pizza base. We've got 150 grams of self-raising flour, a nice little pinch of salt, 80 milliliters of water. So use the fork to mix the wet part with the flour. When it kind of gets too hard to use the fork anymore, that's a good sign that you can use your hands and start kneading. Literally, in a couple of minutes of moving around, you're gonna have enough dough for 6 or 7 lovely pizzettas. Right, time for pizza. Flour a clean surface, roll it out into a sheet about 1/2 centimeter thick. Then pick up something like a teacup or a bowl that's the size of the pizza that you want and kind of press down, and there you go. Nice little pizza dough, ready and raring to go. Get yourself a little bit of oil on a nice tray. I've got the oven preheated to about 200 degrees Celsius. So look, we'll take a nice big tablespoon of our sauce. Any leftover sauce here, bag it up, fridge it up, freezer it up. You can use this for so many different meals. Then just nice little strokes of cheddar cheese on top. So a nice tip, if you want to get them fluffy and a nice crispy bottom, is put it on a gas hob just for 1 minute. Can you see the heat is starting here, and that lovely dough is starting to puff? Then as soon as you've done that, turn it off and straight in the oven, right in the middle. Right, about 5 minutes until golden and crispy, and you're going to have beautiful homemade pizzettas in no time at all. And look at these. It smells amazing. Yes, crazy crispy bits. That the kids will go mad for. Bit of basil. Then what my kids absolutely love is balsamic vinegar. So I just give it a little kiss, and that's a really nice, easy, sociable size, brilliant in a packed lunchbox. So there you go, guys. 3 brilliant little tips to get more veggies into the kids. Enjoy your lunchtimes, dinners or snacks, and even your packed lunches. Take care.